on religion are bad lords without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Adi went to the Prophet and said, we do not worship them. We do not consider them as lords or gods. They are not that to us. And he said, the Prophet explained to him the meaning of life, the meaning of submission, the meaning of Islam. He said, أَلَمْ يَكُنْ يُحِلُّونَ لَكُمْ الْحَرَامِ. Didn't they say about unpermissible things, that it's permissible you can do this? He said, yeah, they changed things for us. He said, أَلَمْ يَكُنْ يُحَرِّمُونَ عَلَيْكُمْ الْحَلَالِ. Didn't they came and searched for halal and permissible things? He said, you cannot do this? He said, yeah, they did. He said, this is worshiping them. When you adapt the thought and you make it the way of living, this is how you worship them. When the Prophet ﷺ said, "Ta'isa abdu dirham," the one that worshipped the money would be in a very miserable place. The Prophet ﷺ meant by making the money your principle of living. This is your faith. This is what moves you in life. I'm going to move here because of money. I'm going to live here because of money. Doesn't mean we don't have to acquire money or use it in a good place, but it's not the purpose of life. It's not what you take decisions upon. It's not why brother and sister or siblings hate each other and families are torn apart. The principle of having material that moves your life is sometimes what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala might consider committing a partner to him. It's not just you have to prostrate. This is very typical old-fashioned way of making the idea of I'm not having Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the only one of tawheed. So the creed idea of societies and culture sometimes come to that level. We make culture sometimes without noticing, without knowing, above what's right and what's wrong, or what's halal and what's haram, or what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said we have to do or we're not supposed to be doing. One of the most challenges when I find Muslim comes together, or from the experience of living in a very diverse place, would be you find the culture is always the gauge of what's right and what's wrong. Culture can be food. It's delicious. I love food. I'm sure, hopefully, all of you. Culture can be the way we talk, the way we dress. But once it becomes the way we live, it cannot be a culture anymore. It shouldn't. Because the Prophet ﷺ came to a culture. Some things were changed because they were affecting. It was a culture for the people in Jahiliyyah not to let a female survive after a certain age. The Prophet ﷺ said, no, that cannot be a way of living. It cannot be something you were doing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala criminalized this in Quran and said, you cannot do this anymore. There was a culture of, once the culture becomes a way of living, it becomes a religion. Once a culture becomes how we observe life and how we look at life, it becomes a religion. Marriage before Islam was totally different what you see now. Hadith of Sayyidah Aisha, that she said before Islam there were several kinds of marriage, and she counted all of them and said that Islam canceled all of them and kept one.